when I'm in it. I said fire to the roof, boy.
I might as well do it just a little bigger than
I said fire to the roof, boy. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I said fire to the roof, boy.
I might as well do it just a little bigger than
I said fire to the roof, boy. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it.
Give me that bass rock, bass rock, bass rock. Give me that bass rock, that bass rock, that bass. Give me that bass rock, bass rock, bass rock. Give me that bass rock, that bass rock, that bass.
I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I said fire to the roof, boy.
I might as well do it just a little bigger than
I said fire to the roof, boy. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I said fire to the roof, boy.
I might as well do it just a little bigger than
I said fire to the roof, boy. I've been coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it.
What's up, party people of the SFL? What's up, party people of the SFL? I think my soundboard extraordinaire was a little premature on that. Hey, but that'll work. Next week we'll do it like that. What's going on? Welcome to Axis After Dark. You're fired already. Damn, bro, we literally just went live. You're already fired. Welcome to Axis After Dark. I am your host, Dave Axis. And just for the record, this is my 150th show. Can you believe it? Where's my clapping? There, oh, I knew it. I knew you were going to do that instead of the clapping one. You're terrible. Zach, you are fired. Anyway, welcome to the 150th edition of 4 or 5 different show names that I've had. But we got a good show tonight. We got people coming on. We've got somebody subbing for Bullet. We're going to have some people from LA and ACA. Of course, we've got Lisa's Lowdown. Bullet points, gunnies here, the whole 9 yards. So let me get things started with my favorite part of the show. The party people, yo, get funky. Hey, real quick, before I even get to the party people, here's the deal with tonight's, what do you call this? Is it a poll, Zach? What are we calling it? A survey? A prediction? A prediction. You like how he put the stress on the middle of that word? Okay, there you go. So here's the deal with the prediction is that anybody who gets it right tonight on the over-under, remember, the clock started when I started talking. That's when the clock starts, regardless of what Zach says. This isn't called corn live or whatever. Or is that corn? Is that corn after dark? Corn hub after dark? Oh my God. This is what happens. I miss 1 week and everything goes to shit. Anyway, if you're part of the crew, if you're part of the half of the people or whatever that get it correct on the over under of 59 minutes, then you'll be put into a drawing for this hat right here. You guys see this hat? So I ordered 2 hats, right? I ordered the one I'm wearing and I ordered this one. And I like this one, but this was too tall for my short head. So I'm going to be sending this to somebody. Hey, yo. I'm going to send that to somebody. So, all right. In the meantime, let's get to the chat. Holdorf is in the chat along with Ray Ray, Art Vandelay, the lovely, amazing, perfect pink Lisa. Crazy Canuck is here. Mike O'Neal. Mike O'Neal? Mike O'Neal. Trying to make a deal. Mike O'Neal's in the house. Ron Haynes is here. Harish. We have a Harish sighting. That's crazy. Doug Britton, what's up? Doug, you might want to stick around later. I'm going to talk about you a little bit. I might talk about Vegas too. We'll see. Guy Clausen's in the house. Good to see you, Guy. Bob Funk, Justin Reside, Neil Rivers, Cliff, the special team specialist. Special teams. Can you be a special team specialist? Special team specialist, Alan in the house. Aaron Kozak, what's up, bro? Shut Up Kanye is back with us. Who else is in here? Bob Funk is here. What's up, Fafo? Good to see Fafo in the house. And Albert Begin, what's up? If I miss you, Jack Wall, what's up, Jack? If you, Packer Fred is in the house. Look at that, Packer Fred, subscriber for 31 months. We're going to get to those in a minute here as well. And look at an anonymous gift giver giving away 5 subs to Jack Wall, Jay Balmer, Mike O'Neal, Axel Raven, and Fear Dog. Nolan Price is here. Ronnie Shanahan. Man, we got a packed house. Love that you guys are staying up this late with us. But because it's late and because I'm always on a clock now, let me move on to letting some people, throwing some shout outs to some people. Gunny McGuire last week, or 2 weeks ago, since I wasn't here last week. Subscribed for 31 months. Cornhub, 12 months. Crazy Canuck for 6. Freddie for 30. And then Crazy Canuck threw out some, what did he do? 4. He gave away 4 subs last week. And Goals Official. That's Goals. I don't know if you guys know about the Hockey League Goals. Hubba, what's up, bro? Goals rated us last week, which was great. It was nice. Then they brought, I think it was 17 people, or it says 11 on that thing, but I could have sworn it was 16 or 17. But either way, appreciate all those shout outs. And then on top of that, let's get the comments up there. So these are the top comments that I clip from each show. After the first show, I did about 20 something. I think there's almost 50 this time because you guys will not shut the fuck up in the chat, which is great, which is what I love. But you're making my work, you're making me work more. You're making it a harder night for me, having to clip all those comments. Did I miss anybody in the chat? If not, let's get this party started. As I mentioned before, a couple quick things. We got the giveaway. We've got the for the over-under going on. Oh, I do want to throw a shout-out to Fox. I don't know if Fox is in here. He probably had to go to bed because he gets up early. I knew. Dude, wow, Lisa, of all people, you said that? That's what she said. Where's my that's what she said? Do I even have a soundboard person? Hey, Zach, can you check the green room real quick? What else I got here? Oh, I want to throw a shout-out to Fox. Fox got engaged today. They mentioned it on the show before. And Chris Curtis, also appreciate the kiss. I'm glad you did not use any tongue. That was mighty nice of you. And what else did I want to say in here? I think that's about it. That's a good thing. Congrats, Fox, in the chat. Clip this one. Hey, I'm not doing that, Cliff Allen. All right, I'm not whining. Am I whining? Hey, whine. If whining's winning, then I'll whine all the time. All right. As I mentioned in my announcement, Bullet is on another frickin' vacation, another cruise, if you will. So we're going to have a substitute person read his bullet points in just a moment. Here we go. All right, there we go. Who's saying something about Mike O'Neal's chair in there? What does that say? Dave's not here, but Mike O'Neal's chair is. Who said that? Iowa. Corn Hub. All right. Bullet points by Charlie Boletsky will not be given by Charlie Boletsky. Now, remember, this show is from 2 weeks ago. A lot of you may not remember some of this stuff, but we've got a special guest, Mr. Jack Wall. You know, we usually get the random calls from him, but this time it's not going to be random. He's going to come in and he's going to read the bullet points for us. Jack, what's going on? How you doing tonight, buddy? I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you stepping in for Bullet, who apparently likes to go on vacation more than he likes to do this show. What's up with that? Boom. Where's my drums? But hey yo, here we go. All right, you ready to knock these out? We only got 3 of them because we're on a clock now. We can't do everything like we used to, Jack. So we only got 3 bullet points. You ready to rock and roll? Well, hey, you do you, bro. You do you. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on a second. I just realized. Hold on a second. Sorry, Jack. Jack was muted, bro. Damn it. All right. Wah, wah, wah. Jack, welcome to the program. Appreciate you being here, buddy.
Hey, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Hey, you know, this is what happened. I take a week off. I forget how to do shit. Look, do we even have the muted bros? Oh, there we go. Crazy Canuck did it.
Wait, come on. Where are you going? You cruise, you lose.
There
Sorry,
you go.
Chuck.
That's right.
I'm here to take your bullet points.
Sorry, Chuck. You snooze, you cruise, you lose. That was fucking great. See, it's even funnier the second time, bro. I mean, they only heard it for the first time, but I got to hear it 2 times. But all right, are you ready to rock and roll? You ready to knock this out of the park?
Ready to rock.
If you do it better than Bullet, I don't know. Are we gonna call it? Jack Wall's points just doesn't have the same ring to it, man.
Yeah, no. It's written. It was written on the wall. How about that?
Oh, it was written on the. Wait for it.
That's what she said.
The wall. Or do a little Pink Floyd intro music. Oh, that would be bomb. All right, here we go.
I
Bullet.
thought we're keeping this tight, Dave. I thought we were keeping this tight. Let's
I
go.
do,
Let's
bro.
keep it moving.
We never keep it tight. Although, hey, people who chose the over are winning so far, but I'll cruise through this later, so we'll see. All right, bullet point number 1 from 2 weeks ago.
You'll cruise like fucking Bullet is right
Hey-o.
now. Anyway, bullet point number 1, and this is my first time reading it, so join in on the surprise with me, everybody. During Dave's opening monologue, he did his best to alienate the few people left who actually still tune in when he said, "Tell your friends about the show if you have any friends, but you probably don't have any friends." First, he eliminates panelists, and now he's eliminating listeners by pissing them off. So it's clear to me that Dave is doing everything in his power to eventually do the show alone in front of his mirror with only brand spanking new shelves as an audience.
Hey, first of all, I love my new shelves. Second of all, I love looking at myself in the mirror. And third of all, maybe this is why the numbers are going down every week. What's Cam saying? What's the worst part about me or Dave? Feel free to choose in your comments. Well, Cam, this is only a 59-minute show. We don't have time to say all the bad things about you. Hey-o. All right, here we go. Bullet point number 2. Oh, damn, Harish, that's cold.
Yeah, boo to Harish also.
Yeah, boo. All right.
I want only all the bad things in the world to happen to you and only you, Harish.
That's right. Hey, did you, Jack? You know, I guess we had a hype train. I didn't realize we had a hype train going. Zach, did you know we had a hype train going? Apparently, he knows now.
I did, but you just kept on fucking rambling.
Dude, this is what I do, bro. It's called acting.
Yeah.
It's not.
And no wonder the viewership is down.
Hey, it's not called Be Quiet After Dark. All right, Jack. Bullet point number 2.
Numero dos. That's number 2 for those of you who aren't fluent in Espanol. When introducing a new show segment called Sup, Dave said he wanted to throw a few bullet points out there, not to steal a phrase from my man Bullet. Well, Dave, that's exactly what you did. And you will be hearing from my attorneys who will be delivering a cease and desist notice to you very soon. Don't mess with me, Dave. During my 7 years of college for my 4-year degree, I took exactly 1 law class. I know what I'm talking about.
Hey, do you think, Jack, it's just coincidence that he's going to get lawyers and then he's not here this week?
You know what? It's a power play. He's got the leverage right now.
He does have that. Well, he had it until you came in. Hey-o.
To answer Cam's question, yes, I'm Jewish. I permanently have congestion.
That's exactly. That's how it goes.
That's how it works.
That's how it goes. All right. Bullet point number 3 from 2 weeks ago.
All right. Number 3, third and final, saving the best for last, I assume. I don't know how Charlie does these things. Anyway.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, there was plenty of great stuff in the chat during the show, but I wanted to highlight a few comments referencing me, fucking Chuck, that made me laugh. Bridge City Bird, in response to Dave's announcement that I've been subscribed to his channel for 32 months, said, "That's 32 months too many." And Gunny, after Dave listed off a few of his inferior access points, and I did my 3 bullet points, said, "Where's Bullet's next 8 access points? 3 is too little. Damn you, Gunny." Crying emoji face.
All right. So, listen, that segment didn't go as I had liked or planned either. So I actually did.
Get all out.
I did kill it. So we're not doing that. The Sup SFL. Hey, I got to say my nice thing about the new website, the new SFL website, which I love, by the way. By the way, did you know, Jack and Zach, that Axis After Dark has a little blurb on the website now? And
Viewer discretion is advised.
exactly. And at the end it says viewer discretion is advised. How convenient. How funny is that? Jack Wall, appreciate it. If Bullet doesn't come back from his cruise, then I guess you'll be the permanent replacement on the writing on the wall segment.
Wrong.
Look at Jack, didn't even stick around to say bye or you're welcome or anything. He just fucking bounced. Attaboy, Jack. All right, folks, instant reactions to tonight's game. LA at Alamo City. Alamo City 48-38 pulls out the victory behind another great game by Brad Jones. The most surprising thing to me, and I'm sure it was to a lot of people, LA putting 38 points on ACA. I've got a couple people from those teams coming to hang out with us just for a few minutes here. First, from the LA Lycans, not only is she the general manager, but she's also an owner. Ray Ray's in the house. Ray, what's up?
Hey, Dave. Actually, I was fired as GM. I'm just an owner now.
Did you fire
You're fired.
yourself?
Yes, I hired Logan Jack.
Nice. You know, I wish I could fire myself sometimes, but
You're fired.
this doesn't work that way. Also, head coach from the Alamo City Artillery and the brainchild behind the offense that is just tearing up the league right now, Mr. Yayo Montana himself, Greg Sotos in the house. Greg, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on? Is this thing on?
It's on, baby. It's on.
Sweet.
It's on. I am going to turn you up just a little bit, though.
right,
Ray,
cool.
let me start with you real quick. Game planning going into this game, Alamo City, one of the top teams in the league. Did you see tonight what you expected throughout the week of simming and game planning, or were you pleasantly surprised by your team's effort this evening?
We spent a lot of time on offense this week. Obviously, we spend more time on defense, apparently. But Brad Jones has been a problem the whole entire week, so we weren't surprised.
Yeah, so one more question for you, Ray. Brad Jones, pain in the ass to sim against this week, pain in the ass to defend in the game. Did you guys have any luck simming against him this week at all?
We spent more time not really finishing games, but just watching our play-by-play thing and not really going the full game length. So making sure our offense, was calling what we wanted to call and went down basically.
Right.
But I knew when the game started and we fumbled on that first pass, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, but you guys made a game of it. In the chat real quick, Cam saying instant reaction. I'm sure Jones' success has nothing to do with getting 5 yards before anybody gets a hand on him. Hacksaw following that up with, and then another 5 yards after someone gets their hands on him. Soto, let's break this down a little bit. Brad Jones may be the best running back in the SFL, but he's not your only weapon. You guys have great receivers, great tight ends, a great quarterback. The defense is stepping up. Do you feel this early in the season already that Alamo City is clicking on all cylinders, hitting on all cylinders yet, or do you feel like the best is still yet to come?
No, I feel the best is yet to come. Like Cam had said during our game, the most points that we had scored was 28, which, knowing me, I'm not happy with that. So,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love that we were able to score 48 tonight, 20 above what we've been doing. But no, I there's little things, and it's good. I don't want us to peak too early. We're still looking at playbooks. Brought a brand new playbook into tonight's game, and just certain things that I saw. I mean, throughout the week, Sully had good games. I felt that Chris Lee would have a good game. And I just didn't think that Sully was going to come out. To be honest, if it wasn't Brad Jones, I mean, Sully was just amazing tonight. But no, I don't think we're clicking on all cylinders just yet. I don't think we have a full, complete game. I wanted to have the start of something tonight, but there's still some work to be done.
I want to ask you a question too about Sims. Did this game go according to how your Sims went this week? Did you expect LA to score 38 on you? Did you expect LA to come out and put on kind of a little bit of a show compared to what they've done the rest of the season against you guys?
Yeah, no, I didn't see 38 throughout the season. I mean, throughout the week, I was seeing 20s. Mm-hmm. And I was seeing some, from us in the 30s and 40s. But I didn't expect 38, and you know what? And that's why I said I don't think we're there yet. But during the week, the people that were giving us a hard time were their wide receivers when Sully was finding them. And I wasn't really too concerned about anything else. Nothing against LA, but I did feel that we needed to make sure that Logan Jack was kept in check, which I think the defense did. But then the defense just went ahead and decided to just let Sully and the wide receivers have a field day today.
Hey, Ray, Chris Lee played out of his mind tonight. I think somewhere early in the third quarter, he already had 10 targets. He's really was the catalyst tonight for you guys, basically him and Sully. Was that part of the game plan this week against Alamo City, was to kind of just open it up and light it up and try to get to your receivers like that?
Actually, we probably would have preferred to run the ball more like we normally do, but usually it's either Chris Lee or it's LZ Pryor who becomes Sully's main targets. So either one of them, you can expect that.
Yeah, they were both big targets tonight as well. Last question to you, Soto, and then I'll let the two of you go so I can hit the 59-minute mark, or at least I could try. Soto, for you guys, every time you turn around, there's somebody else catching the ball. It's always been like that. Even when I was there with you guys at Lone Star, it's always been about balance and spreading the ball. However, this year it seems like it's a little more Brad Jones, and then balance, and then spreading the ball out in a balanced way is kind of secondary. Is that the game plan for Alamo City now, or are you still always trying to just kind of make it even, or just take advantage of what you can?
I try to make it even, but I also see I've been trying to play a little smarter this year on game planning and having the scouts and the other assistant coaches kind of help out and kind of seeing some things. And look, our identity is, we will run first and then pass. And of course, the diversity wasn't there today with the wide receivers, but it was there with the halfbacks and the fullback. Today, you saw more Thick and Juicy in there. You saw Rain Storm run the ball. All three backs got to run. Didn't see it as much as the wide receivers because, of course, we weren't able to catch the ball when Ace was throwing it to us. So really, Ace just pretty much stopped looking for everybody else and just was concentrated on getting it to me, Garrison Blue, and Ziggy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we have everybody to, if we need to flip it and go pass first and then run, I think we can do that. And I think there's going to be some games and some teams that are going to give us that trouble. But I just got to go with what the scouts are looking and what I'm seeing and take a good guess at what playbook the other team's going to throw at us and just kind of see through the week. Are we going to have to change it up, or are we going to be okay with what we do, and look, it's going to be like that. If we can do what we can do, then hey, it's mano a mano, woman to woman, man to man, and stop us,
Exactly. All right. Well, great. Congrats on the win tonight. Ray, congrats on a great effort by LA. Appreciate both of you jumping on the show tonight and giving us your instant reactions to a very fun and entertaining game from a spectator's view tonight on SFL Monday Night. Appreciate both of you being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, you got it. All right, folks, we're gonna go. We're gonna check out the lowdown with Pink Lisa here in a moment, but I want to hit the chat real quick and see if there's any reactions to Ray and Greg being on here. See if anybody else jumped in the chat that I did not get a chance to say anything to. Fucking Winkler. Hey, Wink, I have a new show. Don't know if you heard about it. I agree with Kamish. Nice job, LA. Alamo City was a fun game. Cam, it actually sounded like it was a fun game to call as well. Fear Dog's here. I'm not sure if I called you out earlier. Crazy Ace, Dwayne, what's up? Ron Haynes, Jay Balmer. I think Tim Hacksaw. I think I shouted all of you out. All right. You guys know the drill. Every week, Pink Lisa comes on the show, lets us know who's got the best uniform. She gives us the lowdown, Pink Lisa's lowdown. But since we missed last week, she's going to do another 2-week thing, double dip, I guess. She's going to double dip. So Lisa's going to come on right after this. The lovely, amazing, perfect Pink Lisa. Pink Lisa's look of the week, the lowdown. Lisa, how are you tonight? Sorry to keep you up so late as always, but I'm glad you're here. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing fantastic. It is a late night. You lie on your website. It says 9:45, and it is like 10:45.
Dude, I blame Cam. Cam told me 9:45. I don't tell you. The new rule now is I think 10:15 to like 11ish or so, give or take.
And then way past my bedtime.
I know it is, sweetie. I know it is. But here we go. But here's the thing, though. People listen. Most of the DMs that I've received. I was drunk. Yeah, I don't believe you were drunk, Cam.
You were drunk.
She said the viewership just shoots up during Pink's segment. That's hilarious. I love the little blurb on the website, by the way, Cam. That was cool. Here I was. You were drunk. Does Bob Funk have a hold of Cam's Discord account right now? Because it seems like he does. He's saying he's drunk inside. You are drunk. So, Lise, this is mighty nice of you to go back, and even though it's we didn't have a show last week, to go, yeah, I heard that, play with dirty needles. That was a great line, by the way, in the game. To go back and look over week 4 as well as week 5. So let's start with week 4. And Bob's like, no, I don't. I'm actually sober tonight. Let's go back to week 4 uniforms and tell us who is the week 4 lowdown winner in the SFL.
All right. Well, let's go back to a couple of honorable mentions first. First of all, Minnesota's still kind of killing it with their uniforms. They're great cheerleader uniforms always. I love their uniforms, but also they had their green jersey had a whole bunch of stripes kind of all over it, and it was sort of mirrored on their helmet. It was in like a blue, though. I think it would have been really it would have been fire if it had been the white stripes that matched the jersey. So honorable mention there. Also, a couple of others. Canton, really digging their white jersey, yellow pants. They got their diamonds on the helmet. The stripes on their shoulders matched their socks. Like it was a nice clean look, and had a great use of their tertiary color, like just spots of it here and there. So overall, really nicely done. And then Tulsa, they just had like their uniforms really stood out. They got those turquoise jerseys and the gray pants. I really was digging their tricolor socks and that mirror their shoulder stripes. And then they got that gradient stripe on their helmet. So really nicely done on their behalf as well.
Gradient stripe. Bob Funk will appreciate that.
Yeah, Bob Funk will appreciate that. Every time I use that word now, thanks a lot, Bob.
Ombre and gradient. The Gradient Hombres is the next SFL franchise. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So the winner for week 4, and this is what I look for when I go through the videos and watch the games. I look for the uniform that makes me say, wow. And on week 4, the uniform that I said, wow, on was Las Vegas.
Las
Vegas had an outstanding uniform in week 4. They had the all blacks, but they had just every color imaginable. And I'm sure it's probably meant to be purple, but you can see in some of the images,
because you
the
like
letters are actually pink.
I knew there was a catch to this.
But here's the thing. If you think about it, their jerseys are very neon, kind of like the Vegas Strip. So very cool use of all of their colors, and it fit the locale where they are. Really, really nicely done. Las Vegas is the lowdown winner for week 4.
For week 4. All right, let me hit the chat for some responses before. First of all, Wink in there giving Cam some props for moving to the new game. But as far as your segment goes, Harish only had 2 words for it. Oh God. I don't think that was very positive. I don't think he's a big Vegas fan. Cliff Allen, though, he says, Jesus, Dave, Las Vegas beat us that week. Bro, why are you yelling at me? It's not my fault. Justin Reside, the general manager of Vegas, says, thank you, Pink Lisa. What is Cam saying? Appreciate that. Oh, back to Wink there. Wink and Art arguing. Dude, a lot of people talking about being drunk tonight. What's going on? What am I missing? Harish saying too many colors for him. But Crazy 8 saying you've always got flashy colors and they use pink a lot, so there you go. And Pop Funk said, mute her, fuck Vegas for week 4 because they beat us that week. So I get it. That's fucking hilarious.
Okay, let me just address, there was one comment. I'm not going to dignify most of those comments with a comment, but I will say this, saying it's too many colors. Normally, I would agree that when you use that many colors on a uniform, it's overwhelming. But given that Las Vegas is known for its over-the-top,
it's Vegas,
glitz
baby,
and glamour, and everything is neon. If you think about the Vegas Strip, it is all those colors. So normally, I agree, too many colors in one uniform. But I think it works because it's Las Vegas.
Sorry about that. My nacho alarm was going off in the middle of your talking there. Sorry. Yeah, but I agree. It's Vegas, baby. Come on now. Bob. See, that's Tuesday nights. We take the trash. Look at everybody else. Everybody in the chat. Take the trash out. It's trash time. Listen, it's not Tuesday night. I literally set that alarm just for Nacho on Monday nights now. Okay. All right. Let's move on to week 5.
All right. So week 5. So one of the things I'm noticing is we're starting to see some of the recycled uniforms. A lot of people are using the same uniforms they did in 3 and 4. No harm, no foul there. It's fine. Again, I'm looking for those uniforms that wow me. So didn't see a ton of them, but there were a few things I wanted to point out. Number 1, Carolina. I'm loving the wing on their shoulder. Their uniforms were a little bit basic for my taste this week, but the wing on their shoulder was just kind of cool. It was just kind of cool. So I liked that. Mexico City's All Blacks were kind of cool. I sort of alluded to their white uniforms with the green and red as looking a little bit like Christmas. I know it's the Mexican flag. Not trying to be mean. But I loved their All Blacks this week. Those were really cool looking. So kind of a couple of pointers there. My honorable mentions for this week. Charleston, here we go. For those of you that love the word, Charleston had those red to black gradient uniforms. But what I thought was kind of cool about them was that they were gradient from top to bottom. Like not just one segment of the uniform, but the whole uniform starting at the top of their head, going to the bottom. Was this black to red. So that was kind of cool. And DC, black pants, white jerseys. They had the gradient numbers.
Well, you know what that is? I think if you zoom in, baby, I think it's supposed to be like dragon skin on the numbers.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it matches the image on their pants.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool too. So honorable mention, shout outs to both DC and Charleston. The winner though, and it should come as no surprise for anyone who watched the game, it's San Diego.
Oh yeah,
San Diego with their white camo was just fire. It looked so good, and it's the wow factor when you look at it. It just looks clean. It's a great look. It's very appropriate for where the team is stationed. So, winner. You see that stationed?
Yeah. Dude,
winner of Blowdown Week 5, San Diego.
Nice. Bo Martin Jr. in the chat calling you a homer. And so did Harish. Hey Harish, you got an honorable mention, bro. Come on. That's you got to start at the bottom, work your way up, baby. That's all I'm saying. Hey, just for the record, Lisa hasn't seen the uniforms yet week to week, but I wouldn't be surprised if we pull off maybe 3 or 4 wins in a row. I'm just saying. So, I agree. San Diego uniforms are fire. That's all I'm saying. Dude, Cam in the chat says Pink picked San Diego. Thanks, AI. Come on, you guys got to give us some props. Those were fire uniforms. All right, baby. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for doing all that work. Thanks for staying up, and looking forward to seeing what you have for next week.
Yeah, well, just keep in mind, everyone, your little negative comments don't look good for you when I'm judging your uniform.
Take that. Take that. And Justin Reside.
Do the work so you can win.
That's right. That's it. All right, baby. Thank you.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
All right. Chat in the chat real quick. Dwayne saying Lisa is a genius. Cliff Allen saying it's a great segment. Justin Reside pointing out the fact that the West Division now winning 2 weeks in a row after the Central. So Central won weeks 1 and 2. Who won week 3? Who was it? Lisa already bounced, I think. It was Minnesota, Indianapolis. Anybody remember who won week 3? So you got the Central winning weeks 1 and 2. You got the West winning weeks 4 and 5.
Week 3 was Seattle.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So Central 2, West 2, Pacific 1 is the way it is. Winkler saying it didn't work the defense. See me coming on. I don't know what that's all about. Denver uniform all black was cool, says Guy Clausen. A lot of props for the San Diego and Baltimore and DC. A lot of them. All right. So that wraps up the lowdown. Now, if you've missed any of these, we put them in the Access Live server underneath. I don't know. It probably says Pink Lisa's Lowdown or something. So there you go. Bob says he's glad he's on San Diego, so the comments can't hurt us. That's exactly right. Woo, hey-o. All right, here we go. All right, folks, let's jump into the rest of these games real quick. The weekly results for week 5. DC and Baltimore. What a crazy game that was. Baltimore with a 31-30 win over DC. Louisiana just destroys Jacksonville 55-31. One of the more entertaining games to me and one of the more fun teams to watch this week was Florida and the Florida-Charleston game. Florida outlasts Charleston 40-37 behind Art Vandelay's return for a TD, which was beautiful. Arizona and Vancouver, that was another great close game. Arizona squeaks out 38-35. Tulsa keeping Mexico City winless. That's just mean at this point. 27-23. Portland looked good. Oh, you know, I meant to ask Lisa about those Portland uniforms. I thought those gray Portland uniforms were pretty fire myself, actually. Portland outlasting Vegas 35-29. Portland, thank you for that. We need Las Vegas to lose the game. Appreciate that. Carolina, Atlanta. I feel the same way about Carolina that I mentioned about Tulsa being mean and not allowing Atlanta to get their first W. Interesting, they had the same score as the Baltimore DC game. Harish in the chat saying Portland's unis were fire. Forgot about that one. Yeah. Here's the other here's the game. Actually, I'm going to do all the scores, and I'm going to make a couple comments. Motor City 49-17 over Queen City. The Houston-Fort Worth game. Talk about a crazy ending. Holy smokes. Fort Worth, very fortunate, 26-24. And then last night, the late game on Sunday night, San Diego 20, Denver 13. Mike O'Neill in the chat saying, Dave, only reason you like Portland's unis is because you look like Tennessee Smoky Grays. Whoop, whoop. Gotta love that power. Good old Rocky Top. I could play that. Does anybody want to hear Rocky Top? Just raise your hand if you want to hear Rocky Top. I can play it real quick. I have it on my OBS. Fuck off, Waldorf. Here's the okay, so Crazy 8 saying let Tom cook. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. I love Tom Welsh. I love Tom Welsh. I love James Klein. I love a lot of the guys over at Queen City. But I saw a comment somewhere in the server that said Queen City, looked really good, and they anybody who watched that game better watch out for Queen City. Bro, 49-17. Where are these comments coming from? What are you guys seeing with Queen City that I'm not seeing? They got beat down 49-17, and everybody's talking about how great Queen City is. What am I missing here? I would love to hear it from you guys in the chat because I don't see it. I am not seeing it. I mean, if it was a closer game, maybe I could see it. And again, I only watched the highlights, which is, all the key parts anyway. But 49-17, I'm not getting it. I'm just not getting it. Mike O'Neill saying Queen City is stout and just got exploited this week. Harish saying they took us to the brink in week 3. Yeah, okay, maybe they did in week 3, but I'm specifically talking about week 5 and the comments that people said about the 49-17 beatdown they took and all the praise going to Queen City. And again, listen, I love James Klein and I love Tom Welsh. I communicate with both of them on a regular basis. I'm just not getting it. I don't get it at all. Yeah, well, yeah, obviously, Harish, I agree with that. It wasn't their best week. I mean, listen, it's San Diego. That would be like me saying, what was it, week 2, O'Neal, that we took that beating, or week 3, we took that beating from Minnesota. That would be like people saying, wow, way to go, Mike O'Neal. You know, anybody who watched that game better watch out for San Diego. I'm just not getting it. I'm just not getting it at all. And again, Dwayne, not disagreeing that they have talent and that they need some consistency. I'm trying to understand all of the positive comments for this week's beatdown. Is that legal? What are we talking about? Not 52 runs versus 13 passes. What was that this week again? Is that part of it? So many people said that. Yeah, I don't think they said that, Mike O'Neal. I think everybody was talking about how we got our ass kicked. But all right, that's week 5 results. Anybody got anything else they want to mention in the chat or talk about or ask me about any other games before we move on? That was the main things that I wanted to point out were how many great close games we had with the Baltimore DC game, Tulsa Mexico City, Carolina Atlanta, and then of course the Fort Worth Houston game, and then the fact that still, you know, Atlanta, Mexico City still looking for their first W's. Bob Funk saying Queen City is actually not a good team. Thoughts on the fake field goal touchdown? Bro, listen, I love that shit. I love it. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember San Diego in the first couple weeks, we tried a fake, was it a fake 2 extra point going for 2 and a fake field or a fake punt? I love that stuff. That's one of the things, and I'm glad Wink brought it up earlier with Cam. One of the things I love about this new game, we didn't see that in APF, right? We didn't see all this really cool stuff in APF that we're seeing in this new game. So I love it. I love the fake field goal touchdown. The end is that Fort Worth Houston ending. That's got to be the craziest ending of the short season so far. Let me see what else here in the chat before I move on. I took the under. Oh, let's go, Dave. I took the under, says our video. All right, we're moving on, bro. To get a lot of hype off the Charleston win. Yeah, actually, Charleston's something else to talk about. Charleston has lost some close games. I could easily see Charleston being like 3-1 now instead of, what are they, 1-3? The fake in APF was the punter just standing there. Exactly. That happened to us, Harish. That happened to us last year, actually. Las Vegas. Oh, hey, yo. All right, let's move on. If nobody else has anything else, we're going to go check out my main man, Gunny, right now. Gunny, welcome back to the program, bro. How you doing? How you been? I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. What have you been up to?
I'm good. How have you been doing, sir? It's all good here.
I'm doing okay. I wasn't feeling well last week. That's why we didn't have a show, but I'm feeling much, much better. And I'm loving what I've seen in week 5. What are you going to talk to us about tonight?
Just a couple quick questions and couple comments, and that will be about all.
All right. Well, I'm got ready to cue your music up so you can begin whenever you're ready, sir.
Well, speaking of all, what room is Mike all in tonight? And what is his choice of bag of chips for tonight's show? I don't know because I haven't seen him in a while.
Wow, that's a good point.
All right. Well, first of all, good game to the Los Angeles Lycans. A lot of good people over there. To name a few, Sully Richardson, Tom Rahman, Tim Hackett, Ray Colston, Elsie Pryor, a fellow Season 14 non-contract player, Chris Lee, and my personal favorite is Ryan Yosef. As is everyone in the SFL, I'm looking forward to Thursday's State of the Union address by our commissioner, Cameron Irvine. Dave, I have 5 quick questions for you.
Ooh.
The panelists, hell, I forgot. We don't have those anymore.
Oh, hey, I don't think, did Bo tell you? Bo, I think Bo forgot that we don't have panelists anymore.
And the audience members. Question, being that college football has just kicked off, the 5 questions are: favorite team, number 2, favorite underdog team you root for, question number 3, favorite college game ever that you've seen or moment of a game, number 4, the team you like the least, And number 5, a bucket list game you'd like to attend. My answers are Virginia Tech. Number 2 is Wake Forest because they are the smallest Division I school in attendance. But I am looking forward to Kennesaw State when they start up football in 2024. My favorite college moment was Boston College upsetting Miami, a Doug Flutie pass in the end zone in 1984. Team I like the least, Notre Dame. And the bucket list game I like to attend, the Army-Navy game.
Nah.
Dave, great show. You can post these questions in your server, and that is all.
All right, Gunny, thank you for that. Hey, Gunny, don't go anywhere yet for a second. Hold on. I want to answer these for you real quick because Art Vandelay said I should take longer on the show. Question number 1 is favorite.
Art Vandelay is right. He was to his Doug Flutie's roommate Phelan.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Could you? Yeah. That's one of the greatest plays ever. All right. First one is your favorite college football team. Was that the first one?
Correct.
All right. UCLA Bruins and Tennessee Vols are my favorite. An underdog team that I like to root for is University of Nevada, Reno. That's Lisa's school. What was the third one? Favorite what? College?
Favorite college game or favorite college moment, like what I said with Boston College.
Right. Wink will love this. Wink will love this because it was in 2006, I believe, and it helped Florida get to the national championship game. I was at the UCLA USC where all USC had to do was beat a UCLA team that was down that season, 13-9. UCLA wins, knocks USC, or who I like to call SUC, out of the national championship, and Florida gets to jump in and go play for the national championship. I think that was against Oklahoma that year, if I'm not mistaken. And then question number 4 was my least favorite teams.
That's correct.
Number 1 is SUC. Can't stand them. I mean, if you have a team named after condoms, I mean, that's about all you can say about that team. Number 2, I am not a how do they say it? The Ohio State Fuckeyes. No, I can't stand the Fuckeyes. And third team that I hate the most since moving to Tennessee is the Alabama Menstrual Cycles. I can't stand any 3 of those teams. Those are my top 3. And then what was the last one? Bucket list? I'm with you, Gunny. I'm down to go see an Army-Navy game. We should get a bunch of the vets here in the SFL, and we should go to the Army-Navy game one season.
Those are good answers. I like them.
All right, Gunny, thank you as always. Gunny, just being Gunny. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next week, bro. All right, that's going to take us to something that I can't click a button on. There you go. Week 5, Axis Powers. Now, this was, I don't know if you guys remember. I'm going to pull it up here from the Axis After Dark server because it's been a couple weeks, so I wanted to remind you guys who was who 2 weeks ago. We didn't do week 4. So week 3, number 1 was Alamo City. Number 2 was Florida. And number 3 was Minnesota. Here are my Axis Powers for week 5. And then I'm going to tell you a few honorable mentions that I have and a couple of teams to keep your eye out for. Axis Power, number 3, the third most powerful team in the SFL, according to me, is Fort Worth. Fort Worth jumps back in. They beat a really good Houston team this week. They are leading the division. They are just a very talented team, fun to watch. You know, Marcus Dunhill, Jay-Z Bacon, the whole crew over there. Justin Reside saying, let him get through Axis Powers. Justin must have bet the under as well. Is somebody asking me a question? I only know the AACL is a real college football. There you go. Attaboy. Number 2. Yeah, I think Houston is a good team. Oh, I thought you're Art Vandelay. I thought you misspelled Houston, but you misspelled Justin. I don't know who Justin Houston is, but we'll talk about him later. The second most powerful team in the SFL, according to me, is Florida. I mentioned them when we're talking about the weekly games during the weekly scores. Dude, Florida is just fun to watch, and they are winning close games. They're winning bigger spread games. They're just having a great season. They've got a lot of great balance. Ron Cochran seems like he's back to form. Bullet is just amazing. Of course, they've got a great trio of wide receivers. Florida is really good, and they are really fun to watch. Now, here's where I was stressing a little bit because I wasn't sure when Alamo City was only up by like 7 in the third quarter, whatever it was, I was like, shit, am I going to have to redo graphics before the show tonight? Well, thank God they pulled out a 10-point win against LA and solidify their spot at number 1 for the third week in a row. I had them number 1 week 2. I had them number 1 week 3. And now I have them number 1 week 5. So there you go. Axis Powers of the SFL, ACA, Florida, and Fort Worth. Here are my honorable mentions. Minnesota, just missing the cut. Minnesota was on a bye. It was really, splitting hairs between them and Fort Worth. Teams to keep your eye out on. There's 4 of them. Arizona, obviously. Arizona's right there as well. They're 4-1. They look great. They're right on the cusp. So is Seattle. I talked about Seattle a couple weeks ago. They had a bye this week too, so that kind of hurt them a little bit. Motor City. But Motor City, I'm waiting for Motor City to beat a really good team first because Motor City is beating up on teams like Queen City. And then Carolina. Dude, Carolina, I don't know what's going on with them, but they look like a completely different team the last 2 seasons than we've seen prior. So those are my teams to watch and a couple teams that just barely missed the cut this week for the Axis Powers. Rolling on to Axis of Evil, and let's check the time here real quick. We still got a decent amount of people watching. Let me check the chat real quick. Mike, chair, his couch, his toilet, and the panelists. I'm not sure what we're talking about there. In a sack. Oh, I got to scroll back. Where are the panelists? Mike O'Neill says, Mike, I don't know. Ask your chair, bro. Dude, have we had a soundboard all night? It sounds like, did Zach go to sleep? I think Zach fell asleep. Yep, there it is. He must have fell asleep.
No, I'm still here.
Okay, Mike's chair. Here you go. All right, now I get what it is. All right, here we go. Let's check out the Axis of Evil. Now, here's the thing. I had a really hard time this week with the Axis of Evil because I went through all of the highlights. I went through all the games this week, and nothing was standing. Now, there was some solid. There was a couple. I think Cam mentioned that he thought Brad Jones was the first rusher over 200 yards. I think he was the second or third this weekend. So we had a couple good running backs play this week. We had some great games. Nobody really stood out to me as the Axis of Evil. And to remind you, the Axis of Evil, what I wrote originally when I came up with the idea is who's the most evil player, coach, or team of the week? Who's just the dirtiest peep out there who did everyone wrong on the field? And nobody really stood out to me. And I wasn't going to have an Axis of Evil this week. However, I decided I am going to put a little twist on this, and we are going to go a different direction. And here we are. Gabriel Manning, he was up there. He was in the conversation in my head, if you will. Nobody compared to what we have shown. PJ, Pauly Truth. I bet the house on the under. I believe in you, Dave. Where are we at? We're good. So we're only about 50 minutes right now. So I think we're going to make it. I think we're good. Here's who I think the Axis of Evil is for week 5. I hope Harish is still in the chat, by the way. I'm calling out Tulsa, and I'm calling out Carolina as the Axis of Evil for week 5 because both of them were mean on the field, not allowing Mexico City and Atlanta to get their first W, especially Carolina. 1 point, bro. 1 point. You guys couldn't hook a brother up? Unbelievable, man. Tulsa and Carolina, you guys are the Axis of Evil this week for keeping 2 of the iconic franchises in this league winless through the first 5 weeks of the season. So shame on you guys. All right. Hey, we're about ready to wrap this bad boy up. I'm going to check the chat and
you are fake news.
Let me see here. Let me go back here. We got Gabriel Manning. I saw that already. The Tulsa backup quarterback. Yeah. But dude, it just didn't meet the criteria that I'm looking for, to be honest with you. Harish, we were down 17 in the first quarter and then took our first lead the whole game with 5 seconds. Right. That's what I'm saying is you had it all set up, being nice, getting ready to let Atlanta, have their time in the sun for the first time this season, and you pulled a big fuck you and took it away from them. Unbelievable. It's like here, was the Eddie Murphy thing? I got my ice cream cone. You want to lick? Psych. Terrible, Harish. Absolutely terrible. Who is Tyler? Why are we talking about Tyler, Bo Martin? Oh, I wasn't going to go that route if that's what you're thinking. All right, let's get ready to wrap this up. Don't forget to watch these other SFL shows this week. These are the shows. I know that I believe tomorrow night, Tuesday nights, NETMA. Wednesday nights, The Streets Are Talking. Thursday nights, SFL Nights with AJ. Around the SFL drops. Mike, are you guys going to drop a new podcast this week? If you are, let us know. It usually drops on Wednesdays, if I'm not mistaken. And then, as I mentioned before, Wednesday. Okay, cool. As I mentioned before, Eddie Gage told me that Say It With Your Chest will be basically on demand only. If something comes up or people need to have that show for one thing or another, then it'll come up, and it will not be a regularly scheduled thing. So check out all the SFL content throughout the week. There's something for damn near every day of the week, I think, except for Friday maybe. And that's, look at this. We're going to make 59 because my counter says 56, not counting the 2 or 3 minutes of intro. So we're in. If you bet the under, you might win a hat this week.
Dave?
Let's bring Freddie out to wrap this bad boy up. Freddie, what's up?
Dave?
Yep.
Hey, Dave, I think the commish has something he wants to say.
Yeah, he's just coming on to make me go long. Cam, what's up?
Breaking news.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
But first,
how
you doing, Dave?
I'm great, Cam. Go ahead.
Are you sure? Because you seem to,
don't make me kick.
It's tough.
Don't make me kick you right now.
That's it. That's all.
Did
I just
you?
wanted to see how you were doing.
Did you bet? Did you bet the over, Cam?
Maybe.
I knew you did. I knew it. Oh yeah. Hey. Oh yeah. Cam, watch. Hey, I forgot about that. Good call. Look at the this. Every time you call in, this is what you're gonna get. You get the phone, and then you're getting on the screen.
Oh, sweet. All right. Go ahead, Freddie. If you want to take some time, you can take some time too.
Okay.
See y'all later. Have a great week.
Later, bro. There. Way to go, Cam. See, this is I can't. Man, I can't trust anybody in this league anymore.
What do you mean you can't trust anybody?
You guys are. Oh, here we go. Did you bet the over as well?
I didn't bet nothing, Dave.
Dude, Mike O'Neill. Mike O'Neill is calling my phone right now. Hold on a second. Hey, fuck off.
I came in to talk about Gutty's questions. Oh, you just never came to me when you added me in the show.
All right, here we go. I tell you what, we'll talk about it in 2 minutes. Freddie, come on in, sing away. Freddie, come on, sing away, baby, sing away.
Sing slowly. Good job. Sing very slowly. Great job by the people in the party room. So here we go. Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. We'll call it a night at Dave's party. Until next week, where we'll party down again. Good night, everybody.
Fucking Art Vandelay's blowing up my phone. Mike O'Neill's blowing up my phone. I can tell all the people who bet the over. I want to know who bet the under.
Wait.
If you bet the under, you're welcome.
The over, Dave. Come on. Yeah, no over betting.
Oh, this is a shit show. All right, folks.
Hey, Dave, it's Jack from Long Island. First time caller, long time listener.
Oh my God, that's a random call.
Dave.
Oh my God, Cam is calling my phone now. Unbelievable. All right, I'm wrapping this shit show up.
Jack from Long Island.
Dave, you're not done yet.
All right, you guys are not going to deter me. All right, that's going to wrap up the Week 5 Access After Dark. Albert, begin. Go ahead and DM me, buddy. I'm not taking any more calls. I'm not taking any more questions. You guys can all fuck off because ain't no party.
Solo Cup is the best receptacle for barbecues, tailgates, fairs.
Oh, ain't no party like a Monday night party because a Monday party don't stop except right now on the under. If you got the under, you're welcome.
2, 3, 4.
If you bet the under, you're welcome. You're in the drawing for a hat. I'm out. See you guys next Monday.